One of the common themes I've been preaching since I've been on Wager Talk TV when it comes to the NBA playoffs, don't overreact what you saw in the game before. Because many times a team isn't as bad as they looked or another team isn't as good as they looked. However, that doesn't mean you should zigzag. And if a team looks real good and another team looks real bad, you think the opposite is going to apply in the next game. After all, if you were with me here on our free pick videos on Wager Talk TV, I gave you Denver, not only on the free picks, but I also had my premium paid selections, which my subscribers got. Were I had Denver in game 3, 4, and 5 after they fell behind 2-0. So you have to treat every situation as its own entity and also try to balance that with not overreacting to what you saw the game before. And I know a common comment, and I'm sure I'll get another one today, that I saw over the course of time here, over the course of the last 6 weeks or so on Wager Talk TV, is when I make a pick, somebody makes a comment and says, Ross, did you even watch the last game? Perfect example of what I'm talking about. All that applies to game 6, my game 6 free pick that I'm going to give you in the series between the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Dallas Mavericks that goes tonight, 8 o'clock Eastern time. And that game will be played in Dallas. Before I get to that, just a friendly reminder, folks, as you can see across the bottom of your screen, hit that like button. It's just a small token of your appreciation for the time, work, and effort not only I put in, but all the great sports betting experts here on Wager Talk TV put in. But specifically, we won again last night with our free pick on Indiana over their team total of 110.5, and they scored 116. We won the night before with our free pick. We've done very well with our free picks, meaning myself and you guys who have been following me, over 60% now since I consummated my free pick videos here at Wager Talk TV over 6 weeks ago. So, I don't want a pat on the back. I don't want a star on my forehead. It just goes a long way if you hit that like button to continue these videos, to assure the fact that Wager Talk TV will continue to have me on the channel. And it goes a long way with management, too, to make sure we can keep these free pick videos and not pay videos. So again, thank you, folks. And if you have not subscribed to Wager Talk TV, I don't know what you're waiting for. It's absolutely free. Some of the world's finest sports betting experts and some great material, podcast, handicapping tip videos, and free pick videos such as these. Just hit that red subscribe button, and that'll get you going absolutely free, no strings attached. And while you're at it, go into your YouTube settings and click on that alert notification bell for Wager Talk TV, and you'll be notified upon any of our content being published on our channel. Okay, so let's get to the meat and potatoes here, and that's the game between the Dallas Mavericks, who will be hosting Oklahoma City in Game 6. The Mavs coming off a 104-92 win at Oklahoma City to take a 3-2 series lead. And now they're in a position to close out the series. And boy, oh boy, Dallas, the game was not even close, as the final score may indicate, because Dallas kept Oklahoma City at an arm's length throughout that contest. And you never really got the feeling in the second half that Oklahoma City was going to seriously threaten Dallas. And every time they did make a run, Dallas had an answer. But here's the thing. Oklahoma City scored just 92 points in that game, as I just touched upon. The Oklahoma City Thunder have gone 5-0 straight up and against the spread this year, following a game in which they've scored 99 points or less. And they won those games by 17 points per contest on average. Now, some of you out there may say, okay, well, they're 5-0 straight up in ATS, but who did they face in those 5 games after they scored less than 100? Well, it doesn't matter. They're outscoring their opponents in that situation by 17 points per game. So it just shows you, similar to what I talked about with Indiana last night when they score less than 100, you could almost be rest assured they're going to come back with a strong game offensively. The same could be said with Oklahoma City, just on a smaller sample size, I should say. 104 they gave up in that game 5 loss at Dallas. Their defense, meaning Oklahoma City, has been tremendous during the playoffs. They're only allowing 97.4 points per game and holding opponents to a combined 42.2% shooting. Also, keep in mind, it's very rare where Oklahoma City has a total this low. And again, the totals this low have just been in the playoffs. And when looking at the data, that's correct. I mean, Oklahoma City 3-0 straight up in ATS this year on the road when the total is 216.5 or less. All three of those games took place in the playoffs. 3-0 straight up in ATS, home or away, when the total is 213 or less. And again, this total is 209.5. And they won those 3 games by 20.3 points per game. All 3 of those contests came in their round 1 series sweep of the New Orleans Pelicans. So you can't say the New Orleans Pelicans aren't a quality team, folks. Oklahoma City is also 7-0 straight up in their last 7 games this year when playing on exactly 2 days of rest, like they will be today. And they outscored their opponents in those 7 contests by 16.2 points per game. Again, not only are they winning like the other situations I just described, but they're winning by a large margin on average. And also, if they're playing on 2 or more days of rest, like they will be tonight, 11-1 straight up in their last 12. So this is a team that's responded very well when having a terrible offensive game, a team that's responded very well when you give them ample rest. So keep that in mind as well when we're making this pick. And the NBA playoff number 1 seed that go on the road and they're off a home loss versus an opponent that's a number 5 seed or higher. They're 23-7 straight up in ATS since 2016. And boy, oh boy, folks, again, it's a betting angle. That's not a trend. It's for all number 1 seeds in the NBA playoffs since 2016. If they're coming off, if they're playing on the road and they're coming off a home loss like Oklahoma City and they're playing a number 5 or greater seed, Dallas is currently a number 5 seed, 23-7 straight up in ATS, 76.7%. Now let's go even one step further. NBA playoffs, number 1 seed, playing on the road and coming off a home loss. And it's game 6, specifically game 6 of the series, and they're playing a 5 seed or higher, 8-0 straight up in ATS since 2015 and winning by 12.7 points per game. So there you have it. There's 2 betting angles in the NBA playoffs. One is a 23-7 straight up in ATS angle. Another is an 8-0 straight up in ATS angle. And it favors a number 1 seed that's playing on the road, coming off a home loss. And also when you get specific, it's game 6. Then and they're playing a seed of 5 or higher, like Dallas is, 8-0 straight up in ATS. So some pretty good betting angles there. And let me remind you, folks. So, by the way, Oklahoma City plus the 4 over Dallas is my free pick winner for tonight. All right, let's get back to what we got going on over at sportsmemo.com. As you can see, you'll see Ross Benjamin, and right next to that, after the colon sign, it's my direct link at Sports Memo, sm.buzz/RB. Why do you want to? Why is that important, folks? Real important is because I have a 5-unit top play total in the same game tonight. Oklahoma City and Dallas. And folks, my NBA pay selections have been on fire. 23-10 the last 33, 35-14 the last 49. My NBA postseason picks: number 1 at Sports Memo in 2022, number 1 in 2023, and currently number 1 in 2024 with a combined 111-62 record, which is good for 64%. Folks, when the games matter most, when I know that players are going to play hurt sometime, there's not going to be any surprises, there's not going to be any load management. When the games count the most, I've been locked in over the last 3 years. And with that big a sample size, 173 picks, hitting 64%. You should take notice. sm.buzz/RB tonight, $29. I had a pickup. My regular price for my NBA 5-unit total on Oklahoma City, Dallas. You could take 50% off of that. It's already been done for you, and get that pick right now for just $14.50. That's right, folks. 5-unit top play. And by the way, 5-unit top plays, I won last night with a 5-unit top play on the Indiana Pacers, easily over the New York Knicks. And I also am a 7-1 with my last 8 and 16-5 with my last 21 5-unit top plays in all sports. So when I identify a strong play such as this, I'm hitting at a real high percentage, folks. And again, it's sm.buzz/RB. One more special, $49 for any specific sport. We'll give you 7 days of my picks. When it comes to me, it's the NBA and Major League Baseball right now. And that's $7 a day, folks. So even you small bettors out there could afford something like that. Until the next time, take care and God bless, folks. And I wish you all a very great weekend.